Yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burton bogeys, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff.
Welcome back to another episode of the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we get cooking here with this rankings episode, we're going to give a shout out to a few sponsors. Starting off with our guys over at Back Nine Botanicals. Go check them out, back9botanicals.com. Use promo code TPUF10. TPUF10 will save you 10% at checkout. Make sure you go get your hands on some of these CBD gummies. Literally for something every point of your day. You got the Tea Time Sunrise to get you up in the morning, get you off your ass and get it going. You got the Birdie Boost, which I got into a little bit midday today before my round of golf. And then always for the nightcap, you got the Moonlight Mulligan. Go check them out. Back Nine Botanicals, always coming out with new products. They have the THC shooters as well. They got the new orange flavor. Highly recommend it. As well as the muscle and joint therapy stick they just came out with. So I didn't even crack this open yet. I'm looking to get into that once. I'll eventually get some aches and pains here on the course. But yeah, check them out. TPUF10 for 10% off at checkout. Back9botanicals.com. Big supporters of the Pitch Putt and Puff. We appreciate them guys big time. And then we got our guys over at Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. They got the 2 milligram mints. Go check them out. They're doing big things as well. All over the golf scene right now at the Athletic. Over there, you can use promo code PUFF to get a special discount. Athletic, ATHLETHC to get your hands on some 2 milligram mints. 3 different options over there. They got the power, the flow, and the rebound. So something to get you through the day, something just to chill, relax mode. And then the rebound is good for the recovery. And then my guy over at Trouble Off the Tee, my man Marty. Marty always coming through over at Trouble Off the Tee. Check him out, troubleoffthetee.com. Promo code PUFF20 will save you 20% off over there. And showing off the scratch golfer hat. He's got the Never Lay Up. I'll Go Alone. And Camel Chasing our 4 current hats and his new one. What is it? The Golf of America. Golf of America hat. Correlating off of Trump. So shout out Marty over at Trouble Off the Tee. Make sure you take a listen to the audiobook available on Spotify and Audible. But joining me tonight, the voice you just heard, familiar voice here on the podcast and the Upstate Golf Guys. We got my man Anthony. What's up, brother?
What's up, RGB?
Nothing, man. Just getting home from the course. Stopped at the playground with the kiddo for a little while. Got some ice cream, and now getting into some rankings, man. Getting into some rankings.
I mean, listen, I was going to go play 9. I had one of those nights to myself where the kids and the wife is out. But you know what I did instead?
Fired one up.
I fired like 4 up, bro. I just kept rolling them. It was such a nice night out. I just said, yo, I got some tasty bud. I said, I'm just going to keep rolling. I was just in one of those moods. And
bro, it was the first hot day out. It's hot out.
It's so nice out. I was just sitting on the porch, bro. I got this new place here, and I got I'm actually our porch is in a nice shady spot. So I was just sitting outside and just enjoying the sunshine. I mean, not literally sunshine on me, but we had a fucking sunny day, dude.
It was nice.
So nice, dude. It was
it's
beautiful.
Crazy.
We don't get those up here very much.
Next week it's going right back to the 50s and 60s, buddy.
And raining all weekend. All weekend. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm out. I was out last weekend. What the hell did I have last Sunday? I don't even remember at this point. Oh, it was Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day. This past Sunday. So a lot of the guys didn't play. We did have a handful or so guys got out there. Brad got out there. One of our buddies, Carmine, that we grew up with, and Brad was letting Carmine use his driver. and my man snapped it clean, bro.
I saw the picture.
Damn, I thought it was Carmine's driver. I didn't know it was Brad's until Kirk was telling us on Monday when we got out there.
I guess that was around the time when Scrounge lost his phone as well. He said it was like shortly after that. So he was a mess that day. He must have been really.
Let me tell you,
really
everybody was a mess that day. Okay,
without
so
you.
it was Bub showing up late. Tea times did get a couple minutes confused, but Bub's probably listening right now. You can't show up 5 minutes before your tea time, especially the way the park's set up right now. With the golf carts are over, everything's different than what we're accustomed to. So it takes a couple minutes extra to get your cart, find out where the other guys park, because you're really not like on a Sunday morning, dude. We pretty much all parked in that corner, and we were good. Like everybody knew, just wait there. Your guys are gonna pull up, kind of thing. Now it's like, yo, we're calling people. Where are you? Even now on a Monday when I go up there, or Tuesday, it's like, yo, Fairway, where are you? Hey man, I'm at the tee box. All right, I'm over this parking lot. You got to come get me.
I love Fairway. Yo, by the way, speaking of Fairway, I got his shirt right here to go with me tomorrow to return, washed nice and clean for you, Fairway. The one I borrowed a couple weeks ago, my friend, but it's coming back to you. And
he asked me about that. I go, yo, you're never getting that back. He wore that to work today. He goes, no, he didn't, man. I go,
yeah. I wanted to make sure I had it clean for. Because I went to him. I said, you want me to wash this for you, please? You know him, please. Definitely. Yeah. He's awesome.
He's the best, man. He's always leaving clubs behind and shit. He's the best.
He is though, but he had a whole wardrobe. I have to rewind back when he gave me this shirt. He had a whole fucking wardrobe in his car for me. Like he must have brought like 30 shirts, knowing that I was gonna need one. That I love that about him. It's great.
Yeah. These guys are funny because like Bub will do the same thing. Like Bub, if he wears his Legends golf shirt, he'll bring like 3 extras just in case someone else is wearing the Legend shirt. He's like, I don't want to wear the same shirt. Yo, did I ever give you one of those?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wear that shit Sunday, bro. I'll wear that shit Sunday.
Make sure I gave you guys one. You and Mike.
I got the afternoon. So I have so if any of the boys from the morning want to play, I think Scrounger is gonna play 36. I know Mikey wants to loop around and play another 9. So we do have 2 afternoon tee times. So I do have a couple. I have 2 friends that are going to be playing. So in my group.
So you got 5 spots.
So no. So I have no. I have me, 2 guys, and then Scrounge.
Okay, so you got a foursome that's open.
I basically have a foursome that's open.
In the worst case scenario, if you don't feel it, you turn it off.
Right. Well, Mikey said that he wanted to try to play 9. So yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry that you can't make it Sunday, but
it's all good, man.
It's important stuff you got to do.
Yeah, man. I got a first communion for my kiddo tomorrow or on Sunday. So
of course,
then I'll be back the following week, and then I'll be off the week after that for her dance recital. But then once that's over, boys, RGB don't miss a round for the whole summer, pretty much.
Who's your match tomorrow night? I
got Gully. I got a 1:00 tee time. He's teeing off at 12:30. We're looping back to the front, so I'm playing Gully tomorrow. My handicap went up like 5 points, dude, because I'm playing so bad on Friday nights. It's nuts, dude. Had another eagle the other night, though. I didn't talk about it here on the Pitch Button Puff. Had another eagle with Fairway. Or no, yeah, it was me, Fairway, Bub, and Kirk. 11th hole. About a 40-foot putt, literally across the green, uphill, little break left to right. So that's my 3rd eagle of the year, 2nd one on that hole. And then today, I almost followed up my eagle on 1 again. I was about 95 yards out, right in the center of the green, right next to the 100-yard mark, right in front of it. 1 hop, and it hit the pin and bounced back down to like, I was like, yo, Hank, did that spin? He goes, no, man, that hit the pin. He's like, easy, bro, because he was with me when I had my eagle last week or a couple weeks ago up there. He's like, dude, you're really like from 100 yards out, you're like dialed in. I'm like, yeah, this 60 degree is like really these new wedges I got, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm so new to the game and shit, like the mill and all that shit. But whatever it is, it's like what I need because it's going where like the distance I'm expecting it to go is where it's going. I'm just having a little bit of a problem right now, even kind of with the driver. I'm slowly figuring out this past couple rounds.
Yep.
I got to do a lot of different things that I didn't do with my other club. That's my biggest thing.
Well, dude, I mean, let's be real. The wedge game is probably the most important game in golf.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be, right?
Putter, yeah, your putter and your wedge.
I mean, putter, sure. But if you could get it close for that putter, bro, I mean, think about it. If you could guarantee yourself within 15 feet every time, you're almost guaranteeing yourself 2 feet or 2 putts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
2 putt. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like you put yourself in, you shoot darts with that wedge, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost guaranteed.
The
So
game's that much easier for you.
so much easier.
The thing I was trying to tell like Bub, he's really good at the long putts, but he struggles with like those 3 and 4 footers. I'm like, bro, instead of putting a hula hoop around the cup from like 25 feet away, picture it as a bucket, dude. Put a bucket around the cup. Get it closer than that. Like, don't put yourself at 3 feet. Hit the ball. And like, I really think him and Fairway do it a lot. I mean, I play with those guys the most, so I see it, but those short putts, they're so worried about the break. Back of the cup, those fucking things, man. Boom, boom, go right through the break and just blast it to the back of the cup.
Kevin Dumasic, he's a champ flight guy. I mean, he's a scratch golfer. And we played Fair Park, and I forgot the hole it was. I can't tell you the exact hole, but that doesn't matter. I was about 2.5, 3 feet away from a par putt or whatever it was. But I needed to make the putt. We were putting everything out. And I said, this is a pretty big break. It's Fair Park. He goes, no. He goes, just aim for the middle of the cup with pace.
Yep.
And he said, by the time it starts breaking, when you're within 3 feet or 2 feet, 3 feet, if you put it to the middle of the cup, by the time it starts breaking, it's already in the back of the cup, bro.
Exactly.
So it's like it's of course when you're past that 3 feet mark, then you got to play the break way more. But if you're inside that, like if you're at like 3 feet or inside, dude, just hit it to the back of the cup with confidence, and it don't matter. And he was right. He was like, he's like, take that break out of play. He's like, just put it to the back of the cup. And I did, dude, and I saw it start breaking just at the end. But
as it gets there, but it's already there.
It's already in it. It's already in it. It's so true, dude. Yep. And I mean, for your park, listen, every putt you have is going to have a break. I mean, regardless where you're at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
So,
yeah, man, let's get into these rankings, man.
That's what I was just gonna say, man. I'm excited to hear it, brother. I'm excited to hear it. Is this the first ranking for the season?
Oh shit.
Officially?
This is the first this is the first PPP ranking of 2025, man. This is the first one. It's been tough because of the situations. We got rained out one week. We really only got out there 2, maybe 3 times with the whole crew. But going off of what I've seen, I played with majority of the guys and spoke to quite a few guys about how guys are playing and such. So from my input I got, nothing's really changed at the top, in my opinion, right now. So I would go. Actually, it has changed the way I had it broken down last year. So last year's rankings, I believe Bub finished number 1. Well, it was like Bub and Parisi were 1A, 1B. And then it was JR. I want to say myself, Brad, Hank, you, and then we had Fairway, Kev, Ant-Man. This was last year. Kirk, Mikey. It's how I kind of remember if we're going off of last year. So at the top, I would keep Bub number 1. He's been playing really well. He hasn't shot around in the 90s since the first week out. Playing really consistent. Great short game, getting off the tee well. He just really struggles with that putter. If he could make those 3-4 foot putts consistently, he'd be shooting in the 70s pretty much 3 or 4 times this year, for sure. At the top, though, man, I gotta give Jay that little bit of a bump up to number 2 from 3. So because Parisi's really only been out there on Sundays, and the first week out, I had the scorecards up there. He shot an 80. I can tell you what he shot. He shot an 88. I believe he was the low score for the day, 86 or an 88. But then he followed that up the following week with a 98. You can't be one of the top performers and coming up with a performance like with a 98, man. I know he's not out there consistent like he was in the past, and you can't let that really get into be too much of a factor. But Parisi's probably going to take a step down to the 3 spot, and we're going to put JR at the 2 spot right now. So
I respect it. I mean, I don't golf with these guys as much, so I mean, Jay especially. You golf with him all week, so you've been seeing his game.
Yeah, JR. JR I played with twice so far this year. And at this point in the season, for him to be playing the way he's playing and not have that hockey fucking hiccups, he's already
gonna
ahead
cause
of
some
the pace.
trouble.
Yeah.
He's gonna cause trouble. Do you have any idea how he's doing in league night? I'm curious for his two performances.
I can look, but I think the one night he shot like a 41. I think he was like 41, 43 or something like that in our league so far. So he'll play well in the league because there's cash on the line, and that's why he'll play good on Sundays. So my opinion about JR, this is totally my opinion, but he can be as good as he wants to be. It's how much does he want to invest and give a shit about playing. You know what I'm saying? Like if he goes out and plays a couple times during the week and gets some practice rounds and doesn't just play on Friday and Sunday, JR could be lights out. Like JR will be that low 80s, banking around the 70s a lot of times. Like JR is that guy. Where that's what I think will be fun to see is kind of him and Bub and Parisi in the mix there, really battling for that top spot, like those three right there. And then honestly, man, I'm going to put myself at 4 selfishly. I'm playing a lot better this season, doing a lot of things like my putting right now. My putter and my 3-wood are lights out. Like I was about 250 out today. If I hit the ball a little bit straighter, I was a little bit to the right on 11. I rolled up like on the green level, but I was in the rough. If I kept it in the middle of the fairway, this thing would have been back of the green, sitting pretty next to the pin because I hit that stinger. But I'm putting really well. The short game came a long way. You know, I really think I just struggle off the tee to help out Marty. And
well, I told you what to do. I told you what to do when you were on my podcast the other night with Florida Mike. Bro, rip that fucking 7-iron off the tee. Who cares?
I know.
Who cares
if
you're 40 yards shorter than everybody else? You know you could get it there on your second shot anyways, and your shot's going to look pretty, dude. You rip your irons. I think it's fucking mental in your head when you get that drive around that you tee it up.
It is.
Just, dude, take a ball out and fucking throw it out. Don't even tee that shit up. Act like you're in the middle of the fairway, bro. Put it down there on the deck and just fucking rip your 7-iron 190, bro. Like,
it is funny, dude, because like on 6, I've been using it just to get it out there. And like Bob, Fairway, Hank, they're all using like 5-wood, a 3 hybrid. Fairway's using his driver. And like I don't say nothing. I just do it nonchalantly. But then we get out there and I'm right out there with those guys with a 7-iron, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like 2 years ago though, Ant, I was hitting the club 150. I don't know what I'm doing different.
You hit your irons very well. I've been out there. I see the way you hit your irons. Maybe you're built to hit irons good and drivers not. So you know what, dude? Play it. Play that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to actually try that tomorrow.
Start just fuck it, dude. Play it. Just keep your driver in the bag. Try it. Just try around and you're going to be 40 yards back from everybody else if they rip the drivers. But here's the
what's
thing.
The difference? Is just use my 7-iron again.
There you go. You got your instead of using it. That's what I mean. You got your instead of a wedge, or if you know you could hit that club good twice, fucking do it, dude. Try it. That's what I'm going to start trying to do too, man. I really am.
Because I'm killing it on par 3s right now. Like I parred every par 3. I know I was 1 over on par 3s today. Like every one I hit the green, 2 putt.
I mean, dude, drivers can be a pain in the ball sometimes, bro. We all struggle. I suck at. I mean, I'll be the first to admit I suck at golf. But like sometimes I'm fucking smashing it. And
I'm a 14 handicap. I'm no fucking Tiger Woods.
Right, same thing. 15-9. Like the slice comes out of nowhere. I'm like, why the fuck am I slicing this thing today? Like, where did this come from? And then the day before, I'm literally smashing it down the middle of the fairway. Like drivers can be just that club that.
That's not the one.
No, you just want to pull your fucking hair out, dude. No. Where an iron is pretty consistent, dude, for the most part.
You know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna
get. Yeah. So try it. I want you to try that tomorrow, and I'm curious to hear how it goes for you, Raj.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
For sure.
All right, and then the 5 spot, I'm gonna give. This is for me personally. This is like kind of my early rankings for the year, just to kind of give us a baseline.
Yeah.
But it's a tough one between Brad and Hank. I'm going to give it to Brad just because he won the tournament. I'm going to give it to him just because he won the tournament.
Respectfully.
So we'll go Brad there. We're going to go Hank. I'm kind of keeping it the same right in this middle here. I'm gonna have you right there behind Hank. This is where I'm gonna make a change though. I'm moving Kirk up there to that next spot.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting for Kirk.
I'm gonna move Kirk up to that next spot, to the 8 spot right now. He's putting work in. He's got to continue to put the work in. His struggle, man. I'm gonna like really try to work with him if he wants the help, but like with the putter, just his putting stroke in general, I want to change the whole thing. So a lot of the times he'll bring his club back, like all the way back, and then he'll slow it down. And I think a lot of that time when he's doing that, he's like, I don't know, try to use the lighter, but he's turning the face. You know what I'm saying? And he's pushing him and not hitting the line he's trying to hit. But I think we can get him there. He's getting better. He played great the other day with me and Bob in fairway. He still has his C flight holes. You know what I mean? Where he hits a skulls 1 or 3 putts, or does something like that, or pulls a 5 putt like my man Fairway did today. I was upset. I had a 4 putt on 11. Fairway ended up with a 5 putt. I was like, I'm not even mad anymore. Dude, we were above the hole and then putt past it, rolled all the way down to the fairway.
Well, that's for your park though.
Yep.
How are the rest of the greens rolling though? I'm looking forward to getting over there tomorrow.
Course is amazing, dude.
Beautiful.
When the sun's out and it's shining.
Last time I played at the 5th hole was literally underwater at the one when Scrounge won the tournament. Literally, the hole was. I've never seen the course holding water so fast. I mean, it was coming down in buckets so fast, and it was crazy, dude. I was scared. Yeah. Again, I paid my money and was playing that event, but I was scared for the course that I reached out to Greg.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't know if these knuckleheads should be driving in the back 9 where there's not many car paths. I was scared for the course, bro. I'm being honest with you. That's all, dude.
I hear you.
That's it. So that's why I was asking you how it looked. You know,
yeah, no, the course is amazing. The 12th hole is soaked. 8 and 12 are really soaked. A couple spots on 3, but other than that, there's courses mint. It looks
I love
great.
It, dude. He's
they're real quick though. We got a comment from my man AJ here. He has the exact same problem. Sounds like getting off the tee. 6 iron is his go-to. Yeah, I find a lot of people they're 5 or they're 6 and they're 7. Some people like their 5 iron is their go-to club. But yeah, my 7 iron, I'm hitting like 190, 200. It's fucking crazy.
Try it tomorrow, bro. I'm telling
you.
I want to hear all about it. Please.
But yeah, I'm gonna bump Kirk up to that 8 spot. And then I'm gonna go fairway Mike at 9. Just because I feel like he just has to focus more. There's days out there where he's out there, but he's not golfing, he's just hanging out. You know what I mean? Like I need him, like, especially on Sundays, like you're out there golfing on Sunday, so he's easy though. He can bump his way right. That's the thing with fairway, man. Like 2 years ago, he'd be in the conversation for like the 5 and 6 spot all day, 4, 5, and 6 spot, because he was shooting low scores, pretty consistent. And then he started fucking getting into the ganja, man, and he's doing what he's doing. So he hasn't been smoking when we're playing. He waits.
Wait, is this? I have a question. So he's always been a truck driver his whole life. Yeah. Never smoked his whole life. He just start smoking weed in his whatever he is 70s.
You don't know this story?
No, I don't.
All right,
I don't. You're gonna tell me the story. Oh my god, tell me please. So I might you might have told me, and I was stoned. I gotta hear it again.
About 4 years now, and been golfing with him for about 4 years. And we would always do what we do. We're smoking, hanging out, like same thing, like basically exactly what we do now, right? And I always, just because of who I am, I'll always offer the joint to everybody in the group. Everybody want to hit this, want to hit this, want to hit this. So every time I knew he didn't smoke, but I'd go up to him, yo, Fairway, you want this? And it was his joke to be like, yeah, man. And he'd pretend like he's going to take it. And be like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like that was his thing. Like, ha, ha, ha. And we'd go, walk away or whatever, keep smoking. Well, one day, yo, Fairway, you want this? Yeah, give me that shit, man. All of a sudden, he snatched it out of my hand. We're on the 7th hole. I know exactly where we were, right? Second shot in the 7th hole. He takes a big-ass rip, bro. He's coughing his fucking brains out. I'm dying laughing like, yo, did he really just do that? So, yep, Fairway did that. And ended up smoking from that point on, dude. He's He's
I
been
mean,
smoking with us.
the one story I know is when fucking you got carted off on the second hole, third hole, right?
Third hole, yeah, when he hit that lace joint. Yeah.
Oh my god! And then he
Yep.
fucking kept one, and he did it again, didn't he?
Yeah, that was Hank. Well, Hank, fucking that shit knocked Hank out the day
That's what it
before.
was. That's what it was. No, not that's what it was.
And then Hank's like,
on
I
the
got
third
one left. Or Fairway's like, I got one left.
and he
And
started
we're like,
smoking.
what?
No, he was smoking. No. I remember this story clearly, dude.
Yeah, you were there.
I was with you, dude, and he was got really weird quick, dude, after he like smoked half of a joint. And you were like, Fairway, you okay? And he was just like sitting there looking fucking white as a ghost, bro. And you're like, Fairway, you all right? And he's like, just literally shook his head no.
And then Hank's like, yeah, Mike's going home, guys. I'm like,
yeah,
what,
yeah,
dude?
It was the fucking, he was like, it was the same.
It was the next day.
Me and you were looking at each other. We're like, why would they even have that same joint anywhere near them, wherever they got that? Literally, the guy almost died the day before.
Dude gave Fairway a couple joints for his birthday, and they were.
He just didn't want to give him away. It was I don't know what was in that shit.
What a gift! Almost killed
what
people.
A gift that almost killed. A gift that keeps on giving.
For real, dude.
My God, Fair, I love you though, man. Great man.
He's the best, dude. He'll give you a shirt off his back. Literally, look at you. He did. Pretty much, right out of his trunk.
He sure did.
And then we got next up, I'm going to go Ant-Man next at the 10 spot. He's another guy who's going to easily, as he gets going here, as the season goes, he can make his way up the rankings. I see there could be a lot of movement here this year, especially from 4 down. It's anybody's game. It really, like, the 10th guy could move up to 4 if they play well. Like, it's possible. And then I'm going to go Kev at 11 and then Mikey. Mikey's just got to get out there, dude. He's only played 1 round this year with us.
He said he broke 100. He said he broke 100. I don't know if that was in the PPP, but
I think it was because it's the only round he's played. And he's played me, him, and Kirk went up to a 9-hole course up in East Greenwood, Pheasant Hollow.
Yeah.
And had a walk. This was like March. We ended up getting out for like a round and it was somewhat nice out. But Mikey's just got to get out there and play, and then same thing. He can move up in that 8-9 territory. I'd like to see him just get a little bit more power off the tee and really help him out on his second shots to cut some distance off on some of these holes.
Sure. No, I agree, man.
But potential's all there, man. That's just the early baseline of what we're looking at. But then I'm gonna might as well put this week's groups out there for the guys while we're going. I'm so used to put myself. I wrote my name first. We got Bub, JR, Brad's out there, Hank, Fairway,
Kirk, right? Kirk, Mikey. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There was you had it, Bub.
Parisi. All right, let's see who hasn't played with who. Some guys you gotta keep away from each other. Like Hank, you can't put with another talker because the fucking round will be 7.5 hours long. Let's go.
You put him with me that time, and it was fucking pretty bad.
Let's go, Bub and Mikey. Those guys always vibe. Mikey's a fast-paced golfer. And then we'll go
Kirk and Parisi.
Kirk and Parisi.
I like it.
No, we played together. That's pretty much the group. Yeah, I guess we could do that. No, I'm mixing that up. Let's go Kirk and Hank. We'll go Kirk and Hank. And then we'll go JR and Brad. And then who's the last two?
Brad, I got words for you, bro. You better warm up and get ready for round 2, homie, because I am coming at you in the afternoon. I am coming at you, bro.
JR and Brad. Hank and Kirk.
Are you going to be able to
Mikey.
If you just let me know when, dude, and the time you do it, I'll go book the exact tee time right after so you don't have to bother Josh.
All right.
literally, so I could get that third, because I'm literally just mapped out the events I'm doing. I'm doing one event a month, and so I'm gonna be free 3 Sundays a month, and so I want to play with you guys.
Okay.
So let me know what I gotta do.
It's Orbs. That's who was commenting. It was Orbs. I didn't know who it was. AJ.
Oh, what's up?
Orbs. She'll be on the podcast again next week. So shout out Aubrey. Get her back on. See how her golf journey's going. Her Instagram page is blowing up like I told her it would. She's using the social media. She's good with the social media, man. She gets up so many videos and stuff like that. A lot of content. So go check her out. Orbs Plays Golf. We'll get her on next week and talk about it.
Yeah, though. She's cool as hell.
She's awesome.
Absolutely down to earth. Her sister's dope as hell too, man. Great drawer.
Yeah, that was a good episode we had.
Awesome. Yeah.
So we got Kirk and Hank, Bub and Mikey, Fairway Parisi. That's gonna be fun. And then JR and Brad. That's the groups this week. Me and Anth out again this week. They'll be running it back in the afternoon over there. Depending on how long the party goes, man, maybe I'll jump out and take that other tea time. We'll see what happens. That is, I mean, it's a possibility. It is a possibility. So we'll see.
You even catch us on the back nine. So you would catch us. So if we started at 1:30, 2:30, 3:30.
What time's your tea time in the back?
I mean, we're starting. Our tea times are 1:30 and 1:40, or 1:30 and 1:38. So
pushing it, but we could play. We'll see. We'll see how long the lunch party goes.
Don't get a divorce, brother. Our wives are good to us, man. Don't push it.
So my mother calls me today. She was out with her friends, and she's like, "Are you golfing?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Do you want me to just go get the kiddo off the bus, and I'll meet you at like the playground or something?" I'm like, I mean, I was on like, I don't know, the 6th hole at the time, and I was playing halfway decent. I'm like, you know what, Ma, if you don't mind, I'm like, that'd be great. She's like, yeah, it's like the first nice day we've had out. Just go ahead. I'm like, yes, because she just retired like a few months ago, so she's loving her freedom and getting the kid off the bus and all the stuff she couldn't do and stuff before. So, and she spoils the shit out of herself.
She's an age now too where it's a little bit easier. I mean, I know just because of Maya. They don't, you know what I mean? They're self-sufficient. They can kind of take care of themselves. So it's not as much pressure, you know.
Exactly. You don't have to change diapers. What time do you got to have? When was the last time they ate? All this.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So when is your next event, Ant, with the tour?
I'm supposed to play on Saturday at Highland, but we're looking at Thunderstorm. I mean, we're going to play regardless. I guess he's been posting that he's in contact with the course, so it's not going to close. Basically, a big thunderstorm is going to come through on Saturday in the Northeast at some point. So we're still running the tournament, but we're gonna get wet.
It looks like it's in the late afternoon from what I'm seeing right now, like 6 p.m. ish.
Yeah,
I'm actually supposed to be playing in a tournament with my father-in-law over at Burden Lake. It's played in it last year with him.
Yeah,
dude, every tournament I play up there, I've tied for first place and I've lost on the tiebreaker.
There's a course that you could keep your driver in the bag and use your 7-iron off the tee most of the holes because it's literally such a short, all dog leg left, dog leg right. You don't want a driver.
No, there's like that one par 5 on the downhill, like up and down. You know what I mean? There's a long par 5, but that's really about it.
I mean, like I used to play over there all the time. They had a deal. Like this was. Man, I used to play with Mikey. He'll tell you about it. It was like after 5 p.m. in the summertime, play as many holes as you could for like $15 or something with a cart. So me and Mikey used to go over there, and you would get like 13, 14 holes in. So, but we'd go over there and we'd have fun. Like we wouldn't even keep score sometimes. That's where we'd like take the chances. Like if you want to take the driver over the corner on some of those dog legs and just like, rip one, and me and Mikey would just take chances, you know, and just let it rip. And it's you don't want, if you're playing in a tournament over at Burden Lake, bro, keep the driver in the bag. Keep the driver in the bag for the most part.
Yeah, we got a dude who's allegedly a scratch golfer playing with us too. So
there you go.
I can kind of swing freely.
True.
Out there now, you know.
There you go, buddy.
Take those chances if I wanted to.
Yeah, man.
But what's coming up for upstate? I see you just had Uncle Paulie on.
Huge, man. Yeah, you know what, man? We don't have many guests lined up, but I am making friends with an NFL guy through one of the putters that Uncle Paulie made for Sterling Sharp, Shannon's
Oh,
brother,
nice,
Green Bay Packers.
nice.
I don't really know much about the guy. Um,
I think
Pretty
he
cool
played.
guy though.
I think he played for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna reveal his name right now, but
Yeah.
funny story. Basically, Sterling Sharp, just inducted to Hall of Fame. You know, everybody knows him.
Yep.
Shannon's brother, Green Bay Packers. Paulie made a custom for him,
Okay.
and he posted it. And this guy just posted emojis of trash cans and like something else. Like basically, I thought he was calling the Lombardi putter trash.
Yeah.
So you know me, a hothead. I came out like wanting to fucking fight the guy.
Yeah,
He's like, no.
ass kicked.
He's like, no. He's like, no, bro. He's like, he's my good friend. He's like, he just sucks at golf. He's like, I'm calling him trash, blah, 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 or whatever. So like, it ended up being a really funny story. And like, we're
That's
DMing
funny.
now. He's following me and everything. I'm like, bro, I'm just a hothead. I'm like, I literally just was sticking up for Uncle Paulie. I'm like, because I thought you were calling his clubs trash. It's fun. It's hilarious. But so yeah, I might be getting an NFL guy on. So that's cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. We're chatting it up. So you never know who you're gonna get in this podcast world.
No,
bro.
man.
You never. You had a super dope one. You had a super dope. Yeah, give that one a shout again.
That was fun. She's a vibe. She was dude. Just like I always look at people like her, like risk takers like that, to hop on a plane, fly up to Syracuse, hop in an Uber to Rome, hand over $5,000 to someone you don't know for a school bus, and just hop in that bitch and start driving. Like, to be that free spirited, like my buddy Harold, the dude I do Christmas trees with, he did something like that when we were younger, and like he just took off and went like traveling. And I didn't see him for like a year. My man just went and traveled all over the place, bro. He had a map in our apartment where every place he went and shit. It was cool as hell.
I bet you he's real successful right now.
He is, absolutely. Yeah, he's got 2 or 3 businesses, a full-time teacher. Yeah, he's doing great.
Most of those kind of people, free-spirited like that, end up doing okay for themselves for sure.
And they do what they love. Like her, when she was talking, she literally said she wants to just play golf, like do her magic thing, chill, smoke weed, and just let's live her life. And that's pretty much what she's doing. She gutted the whole bus, made it a living space, but bro, hooked it up. Like her videos on her page are super cool. I should go check them out. Caddy Magic, super cool.
I was definitely scoping her out today, man. After I listened to the podcast, and
if anybody can see, probably was, man.
Yeah, buddy. Absolutely.
Everybody went and clicked on her page.
Go check that. Go check it out. Go check it. Why didn't you give the plug for our other podcast?
She might be coming on there too, and we'll get a little bit more into the spiritual side of things and some of the other things me and her were talking about off air were very, very interesting on the conspiracy side of things. So check us out over Conspiracy Chaos. We just did an MK Ultra episode. That was pretty cool with some Charles Manson and company talk, some Unabomber. We got into it all.
And be sure to give us some love, please. Give us those 4 or 5 stars, whatever it is.
Yeah, even on the Pitch Putt and Puff and Upstate.
Yeah, it helps, guys.
Leave a review.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Please, a positive review though, guys. If you're gonna leave a negative one, just scroll by because it doesn't help.
We'll read the 5-star reviews. So if anybody puts a 5-star review out there, we'll read it. We'll make sure we read that.
I mean, the good reviews help the algorithm. We're all just getting started with this podcast thing. It's come on, just that's all. Help us out. That's all I'm saying. It was funny. Go listen to that. What was the end of the Conspiracy Chaos podcast where you went on the rant? I was dying.
I was taking little digs, man. I was taking if it was one of those if you know kind of digs. I was taking.
Yeah. No, I love it. That's why we love you, Raj. That's why we love you, brother.
I had a window. I always take a little jab.
Do it. You got it. That's why we do it, bro. That's why we do it.
But no, and I appreciate you jumping on. These
are
early preseason rankings of the Pitch Putt and Puff. Be jumping back on. Hopefully, some of the boys will jump on and tell me what happened this past weekend, so I can get a recap. Of what I need the scorecards too. So hopefully, Brad or JR, one of the more responsible ones, will take charge. Tee times are at 8:53 and 9:02. So don't be late, Bub. Bub and Hank are usually the ones strolling in. Mikey said me in the chat, and I'm like, yo, I'm not late. I'm just usually in the parking lot waiting for the late guy to get there, and then they can throw their shit in my cart, and then I got to come rushing down with them. I don't get a chance to warm up or nothing myself. But fuck them. But Ant, let them know where they can find you.
UpstateGolfGuys.com. You can find everything you need there.
No doubt. Appreciate you again, buddy. Make sure you guys go check out Back Nine Botanicals. Use promo code TPUF10 for all your CBD needs. Then you got Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Go check those guys out. They got the 2 milligram THC mints as well. And then, of course, Money Marty over at Trouble Off the Tee. Go check them out. Promo code PUF20. Save yourself 20% on a dope set of hats. Look out for some more merch coming from Marty over at Trouble Off the Tee. And a shout out to the boys over at the Golfer Gang Network, where you can find Upstate Golf Guys, Pitch Putt and Puff, One Night in Pinehurst, and many, many more. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and we will catch you next week on the Pitch Putt and Puff. Peace.